Hey everyone, welcome to May's Lug Life. I'm May, and I'm just here with a few sort of updates and some announcements, I guess. Not really quite sure what to qualify this. Just a bunch of stuff that I guess I've sort of learned and picked up over the past few days. And I thought I'd just put them here for anybody who is not on any kind of social media or no longer really paying attention to what's been going on with all the Lug Lives. So I just thought I'd bring a bunch of things that I've, like I said, learned to this video so that if anything is useful to you, or if it matters in any way, and you just haven't been sort of keeping up, then here's the information. So I guess first off, I just want to talk about the LugLive situation that's happening this week. So the week starting Monday, September the 26th, through to, I guess, Sunday, October the 2nd. So if anyone is familiar with LugLive, usually LugLive shipping window weeks start on the Monday and they end on the Sunday. And any purchases you make from Monday through to Sunday evening, or Sunday night as it is, it would all be included in one shipping window. So if you were to pay the $9 shipping, anything that you purchase in that week, you would get it included in that shipping cost. Or if you made a one-time purchase of $100 or more in one checkout cart and you got free shipping, then for the rest of the week you would also have free shipping, and it usually lasts for an entire week, Monday to Sunday. However, this coming week, or rather the week we're in right now, which is Monday, September the 26th through to Saturday, October the 1st, that is our current shipping window. This week there's a special thing going on Sunday, October the 2nd. So the actual LugLive shipping window is only for this week from Monday to Saturday, not Sunday, Saturday. So if you are making purchases on LugLive, be sure to remember that you don't have until Sunday to make those purchases. You have to make them from Monday to Saturday. Now, speaking of the Sunday, the reason why they're doing the special sort of shipping window, why they've shifted the date around a little bit, on Sunday, October the 2nd, there is only one LugLive show, and it will be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And there's a special thing that I guess Amy talked about in her LugLive show that she was on last week. And there was also posting on Instagram. And so you'll see there in that graphic on the right-hand side with the sort of pumpkin-y thing, that is what Amy posted, I think sometime last week. I forget exactly when. But anyways, so it just says, save the date, something very special happening on October the 2nd, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, in support of at Sick Kids VS at LugLive. Let's do, hashtag let's do good together, hashtag Sick Kids VS, hashtag LugLive, hashtag LugLive social shopping, hashtag Sick Kids Toronto, hashtag Sick Kids Hospital, hashtag Halloween decor, hashtag spooky decor, la 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 la. You can see that there. So I don't even know why I've just read that, but anyway, so you can read that there on the screen. So basically, I don't exactly know what's happening, but there is going to be, I'm assuming, based on what I'm reading there and based on, I guess, kind of what we've seen in the past, Lug is going to be doing some kind of special charity drive, I guess, or charity show on Sunday, October the 2nd, and it will be benefiting so a hospital for sick children, or otherwise sort of more affectionately known as Sick Kids Hospital. Sick Kids Hospital, or the Hospital for Sick Children, actually is a huge old hospital. It's been around, I think, since the 1800s, in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and it is probably one of the most famous, one of the most well-known children's hospitals. It literally does anything and everything child related. So it can be anything from, they've got an emergency department. So any kids coming in with fatal diseases or, in car crashes, they specialize in kids. People will chopper these kids in from all over the country, sometimes from the States as well. They do insane amount of research, obviously specializing in kids. So they've done so many great things that it's actually a really good charity. So if you are around on October the 2nd, then please tune in. it is for a good cause, and I usually don't pump these kinds of things. However, Sick Kids Hospital does have a special place in my heart. I definitely know a number of people in my life. I've known many, many people who have benefited from the amazing things that happen at Sick Kids Hospital. Anything from actual emergencies where people, like I had a friend who was in a serious car crash, and she had some really weird injuries that they actually had to send her to Sick Kids, and they did some amazing stuff. They did some major reconstruction on her. I've known people who've had really bad scoliosis who were born with really weird sort of things, and Sick Kids had treated them since they were babies. People who, like babies who have, toddlers, I should say, who ended up getting cancer or heart defects or whatever it is. And I know some people who are essentially almost raised at Sick Kids Hospital by the nurses and the staff there because they were so sick and they spent so much time in the hospital. And they're now living essentially normal lives. Some of them are still suffering from various things, but they wouldn't have made it if it wasn't for the awesome things that have happened at Sick Kids. So I just kind of wanted to pump that a little bit. So I don't know exactly what the show is going to be about, but it looks like they're going to be trying to sell these pumpkin bag. So if you see that little bag there on the right hand side, Lug had sold pumpkin tote bags. It looked like that. So it's got that orange with the quilting that makes it look like it's got the lines of the pumpkin. That brown is the top of the pumpkin, and there's a brown handle, like a tote handle. It's basically like a really, really, really nice lugified trick-or-treat bag. They were selling them, I think, for $40 a few years ago, or you would get it for free if you purchase $100 or $125 worth of stuff on their website. So it looks like they're doing another version of this basket, of this bag, because it's got the it's got the love stripe in the center, where I think last time it was orange. Like it was just like a plain orange. So they've done a love stripe inside. So I guess it's the newer version of the pumpkin bag from years before. So if you remember that bag, I think it's just a more updated version. If you don't know that bag, then you get to meet this bag for the first time this particular event. So my guess it's going to be something like the Sonder House thing that they were doing last Christmas, where they were selling the cuddle throws with the Sonder House name on them, where 100% of the proceeds went to the charity, which was at the time the Sonder House. So I'm assuming they're going to be selling these baskets as well, or these pumpkin bags, where all the proceeds go to Sick Kids Children's Hospital. Or rather the Hospital for Sick Children. Keep getting those words mixed up. So anyways, it is a good, great charity. So if you are at all interested, tune in. I mean, I know some of you have sort of tuned out of LugLive and tuned out of Lug completely, but if you're at all curious, at least maybe pop by. Now, you don't even have to buy a bag. If you are wanting to give, but without having to benefit Lug, then please just go right ahead and do a search on Sick Kids Hospital or the Hospital for Sick Children, and feel free to donate on your own in any way you feel you want to without having to purchase anything through Lug. That's probably a great way to go. I just wanted to sort of draw attention to a really great charity. And so if you wanted to do so by purchasing something through Lug, by all means. Otherwise, if you want to make your own donation, absolutely go right ahead. I will include the website in the description below so that you can go to Sick Kids and check it out on your own. So I just wanted to put that out there. So do check in, because oftentimes when they do these special events, Lug will have other really, really, really good deals, like sort of bonkers deals. So if you want to tune in, make sure that you keep that opened. And I believe because there are no other hosts going that day, I have a feeling that all the hosts might actually be showing up for that particular show. I believe they did that for Sonder House as well. So anyways, if you care at all, come on over on the 2nd, see what they've got going on. And that's it. That's my announcement for the October the 2nd event. But please check out Sick Kids Hospital. See if there's anything you can do for them. Really great cause. A lot of people are helped out by them, and they do some amazing work. Okay, and one more announcement here. I guess it's an announcement. So very quickly, just to sort of let you guys know, there was a special LugLive show, I guess, this past week. I don't know what day it was. It was on the 22nd. I don't know if that's Thursday or Friday. So that was my dryer that just went off. If you heard a big buzz. So you can look it up. I don't know what day that was. So it was on the 22nd at 6:15 p.m. If you want to watch that show, look for it on LugLive right now, or later, whenever you have a moment. So it was the Readers on the River. So Amy and Debbie went to Readers on the River. It was kind of a conference for, I think, like romance novelists or something like that. So authors and publishers were there, and fans of romance books were there. Anyway, so they did a special show from the event, and they had special guests from the event as well. But they also dropped a whole bunch of hints as to what's coming down the pipe, which is why I'm actually doing this now. For those of you who are no longer watching LugLive for whatever reason, I usually don't. I just happen to want to tune in because whenever Amy comes on, there's like extra special deals. I came really close to buying the Flatbed Deluxe, but I actually had a bunch of other stuff to do that night. I had to sort of rush out and do some things, and then by the time I came home, I completely forgot, and then it was like way too late for me to order, and so I missed out. So I'm a little bit sad because I thought, okay, maybe I'll purchase a flatbed. I think it was $55 US, and I thought maybe I was going to purchase a Skeeter as well, and just because I've been wanting to look at the Skeeter, and then of course I missed my chance, and then I was too lazy to pay for shipping, so did not place an order this week, which is probably a good thing that I actually forgot, because I really don't need to spend more money. Anyway, that being said, I just thought for those of you who are no longer watching LugLive, but maybe still kind of want to know what's going on, I just thought I'd bring you a list of the things that I heard. So I actually, when I first tuned in, I just wanted to see what the specials were, and when I saw them, I was like, okay, that's cool. And then they started dropping sort of hints as to what's coming, and I thought, oh gosh, okay, I better start writing these down. So started writing them down so I could at least bring them to you guys who may or may not be watching LugLive shows, or who have missed it and don't feel like going back. So anyways, I'm just going to go through the list really quickly. So one, as you can see right there in that photo of Amy and Debbie, they are wearing PJs. They are wearing Lug Pajamas. So it's a two-piece set. The pants have this sort of stripe down the side, and they have pockets. So it looks like there's two pockets, one on each side. And I'm so excited because I love pajamas with pockets. That's to me like the coolest thing, like that Lug would actually make pajamas and actually put pockets in them. So it'd be hilarious if they had like Clearview pockets, but anyway, I'm just kidding. So anyway, that being said, these are called the Tandem or Tandem. So they're naming all of their clothing, all the apparel they've got coming after Lug bags. So this set is called the Tandem, and it's coming out in October. Didn't say when, just October. So if you want to match your bags, you can now match your bags. If you want to, have a sleepover with your bags, you guys can all be twinsies. So there you go. Supposedly it's also QVC sizing. So it starts at extra small and it goes to triple XL, I believe is the size. So if you're familiar with QVC sizing, then you'll be familiar with the sizing chart that they've got that they're using to make these clothes. So I have no idea what that means because we don't have QVC here, so we'll see. But Debbie was saying that she orders, hang on, what did she say? She sizes up or sizes down. So I don't know what that means. I guess if for her, it sounds like I was under the impression that like if she's normally a small, then she would order like an extra small. So that was the impression I got. The next thing that Amy talked about is there is a metallic espresso color coming. So I guess a metallic, like a brown, so like a more sort of a chocolatey brown. She said that it's around, like she's got it. She doesn't have it there. She was hoping that she could have showed us, but she didn't actually have the product or the color with her. But there is a metallic espresso. For those of you who are into the metallics right now, there's another metallic color coming. Another thing that she said, but she says it's in the works, which means she doesn't actually possess it at the moment. It's not anywhere, I guess, close to production. It's the metallic navy, supposedly metallic navy. She is, quote, in the works. So it's obviously something that they're coming probably at least another year or so, at the very, very least. I have a feeling it's going to be more than that. There also will be a holiday box. So there will be a Christmas mystery box. So for those of you who missed out on the previous one and, want to partake, there's a Christmas one coming. I don't know when. I got to assume probably December. So be on the lookout for that. Or if you're wanting to start saving money for that, do probably about the same price. The other thing that I know that some people have done in the past, for those of you who are new to Lug and new to Lug boxes, there have been people who have actually requested these boxes for Christmas gifts for themselves. So if they've got a husband or kids or whatever it is who always are crap at getting gifts for you, they always give you really crappy things. I've had some people say, I have requested the holiday box as my personal Christmas gift. So I've told my husband he needs to go out and buy the Christmas gift on my behalf, and when I get it, that'll be my Christmas gift from them. So that's one way. If you guys are looking to get the holiday box, you're thinking, I can afford it, but I kind of still want to partake. Maybe you can tell your parents, or you can tell your husband or your boyfriend or the kids, because if the kids all pitch in and, they all have this, budget, and they all pitch in together and they all get you this one box, hopefully you won't be too upset, because it won't be something like a vacuum cleaner or something lame. So anyways, just putting that out there. So if you're wanting to start dropping hints for Christmas gifts, that can be on your list of things to start dropping hints for. The other thing is, apparently the Navigator is coming. I don't know what that means. She said the Navigator is coming. That's all she said. I think someone in the comments had mentioned something about our Navigators coming, and she said, yes, Navigators are coming. That's all she said. So if you guys are fans of the Navigator, which is that bag with the two large pockets that are side by side, so it's the east-west bag that's kind of like the compass but on its side, that's the bag we're talking about. Didn't say anything more than that. She also said that Tropical Fog, the print Tropical Fog, is coming out in something you wear. That's all she said. Don't know. That's just the hint that she dropped. So if you're a big fan of Tropical Fog, it's coming back as clothing. So there you go. The other thing she also mentioned is that Metro XLs are coming very soon. So those are the little pouches that you may have seen in the mystery box. So in the colors, in the solid colors one, that was the little orange one. So apparently those are coming out, probably in other colors. She also said notebooks and journals are, quote, in the works. So if you're one of these people who likes to journal or keep an agenda or anything like that, if you're a notebook person, you like to have lots of notebooks around, like really pretty notebooks, apparently those are in the works. That's pretty cool. I know that there are a lot of people who are into Lug who are also into journaling. So it's going to be really cool if you have like Lug prints on your journals. That'd be kind of fun. So as far as charms, bag charms, she kind of was like, oh my God, wait till Christmas. If you're into bag charms, oh my God. She was very, very excited. So it sounds like there's going to be like a ton of new designs, or at least new somethings coming. So if you're really hardcore into those charms, looks like Christmas is going to offer up a whole bunch of new stuff for you to bling out your bags with. Don't know. She didn't say anything more than that, but for Christmas, charms are there. So again, if you're looking for gifts and you want to drop hints for, charms, they're coming. And again, I don't know if it's going to be like bigger or smaller. She didn't say. There it is. Apparently a medium Dory is also coming. So we know there's a Dory XL. We know there's a Dory Mini. There was no way that there wasn't going to be a straight up Dory, because why would you make the distinction? So at least we know for sure it's coming. Didn't say when, but it's coming. Okay. Oh, stadium bags for people who have been waiting and looking for a Lug stadium friendly bag. Apparently she's coming out with an entire collection of stadium bags. And if you guys don't know what that means, I didn't know what that was until I came onto Lug and people started asking about them. Stadium bags are basically clear bags, and that sort of, I guess, match the specific size, that I guess there are some stadiums that only allow a certain size bag, so you don't bring in giant things, and they also want them to be clear so that they can see whether you're carrying a weapon, I guess, or a projectile. I don't go to stadiums. I'm not a sports person. I don't go to concerts. The few times I've gone to a concert, they've never ever stopped me. I've taken big bags in and no one said a word, so I thought this was a really weird new thing. I don't know if that's just an American thing, but anyways, apparently they are coming out with stadium bags, a whole collection of them. So she said collection, which means there's going to be more than one. So there you go. So if those of you have been waiting for that, it's coming. for those of us who are worried about the size of the hitch band being not big enough, because especially those of you who are wanting to wear it as a sling, supposedly there's an extender coming. So I don't know what that is, but they're coming out soon, and it should be available also on LugLife.com. So, and those of us who are not sure, I think on the website it may have said 31 inches was the circumference. It actually is 49 inches. So they were off on the actual what they had on the website, or at least on LugLive. I'm not exactly sure where they put it. I guess it was written somewhere. It was 31. But it's actually 49. But for those of us who need more or are worried, there will actually be an extender available very soon. She said, yeah, if it's not already there, it should be there very soon, she said. They are working on new wheelies. So for those of us who've been waiting for the wheelies, I don't know if there's anything really big. Debbie did ask, like, are you ever going to do like a really big one? Amy didn't seem all that like positive about it. I think she didn't seem to. I think it was almost as if she's like, no, oh my God, it's so hard to do those. But she's like, it's not happening soon. But the wheelies are coming. They're working on them. There's also a slim garment bag coming, which I don't know why Lug hasn't done this already. So those of us who need to travel with garment bags, apparently Lug garment bags are coming. But she said like a slim one, like a small one is coming, at least to start. And then supposedly two more things. Yeah, two more things. There's going to be a Lug book club coming. I don't know what that means. But because they were at this Readers on the River thing, I know Amy's a huge reader. So it's a natural thing that she wants to sort of merge that world of fans of fiction and things like that into the Lug world. So, and that's what this event was. That's why she was there. So at this event, they gave out swag. They gave out the Skyliner in a very special, I think it was black with silver stitching, and like little tags that said Readers on the River, like a little luggage tag. So yeah, supposedly a Lug book club is coming. I'm not a reader, so that didn't excite me at all. But for those of you who are, hey, another way to connect with other lug nuts, especially those who are readers. And then the last one was, let's see, inside the black tandem. So it's not really an announcement. For those of you who didn't know, because when you look at the tandems, when you open them up, the inside, it's just the same color as the outside. But if you actually go inside, like the flap, or you open up that zipper in the back, there is actual interior color. And they don't show that in the website, but she happened to mention, and she showed it on the screen, that the inside, the black tandem, is the abstract fern lining. I wanted to know that because if I wanted to get that for a male friend of mine, I wanted to know if that was going to have like the love stripes, or whether it was going to have the abstract fern. So it turns out it's the abstract fern lining that's inside the black tandem that's currently out right now. Okay, I think that's it. I think those are all the things that they mentioned in that one show. But again, if you want to go back and watch that show, maybe there's a few things that I missed, go right ahead. That's the date up there at the top. And there you go. So a lot of stuff that I had to say there. So yeah, I don't know. I just thought I'd tell you guys. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know this, but I thought I'd bring that up for anybody who hasn't been watching the shows and who are not on Facebook, or only watch part of that LugLive show, or are still thinking of making purchases but didn't hear that LugLive next week was going to be structured a little bit differently. So I hope that's helpful. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what this week has to offer. I don't know what's going on. So for those of us who are still very leery about making new purchases and leery about what Lug is doing, totally understand. You don't have to pay any attention to this at all, but if it matters to you, I just thought I'd bring it to your attention. So that's it for now. I think that's everything. So thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.